Today we're going to start our Butterflies and Moth unit. We're going to be drawing butterflies and moths, but this time we're going to add in a little bit of science to make sure that our butterflies and moths are anatomically correct. That means that they have all of their correct body parts in the correct places so that they look like moths and butterflies that are found in nature. Now before we start, what I'd like to do is help you set up your idea book. At the top, we're going to title our page Butterflies and Moths. Excuse me. We're going to divide our page in half by drawing one horizontal line, and then on the top, we're going to divide it in half again with a vertical line. On this side, we're going to be drawing a butterfly. You can pause the video and set up your book right now. Now that you have your book set up like mine, title at the top, 3 boxes, 2 small and 1 large. What I'd like you to do in this box is I'd like you to draw what you think a butterfly looks like. From your own knowledge, what you know right now at this moment in art class. I'm not going to draw a butterfly here, because if I draw a butterfly here, you're going to draw what I draw. So pause the video and draw a butterfly in this box. Now, once you have the butterfly drawn in this box is going to be locked. That means that we're not going to go back later and add things to it, because from this moment on, you're going to learn more interesting facts about butterflies and their parts. So before we do this next part, you have to promise that you're not going to draw anything else in this box once you have your butterfly drawn. Okay, good. Now we can move on to the next part. At this point, you will want to move to the carpet and see a short video about butterflies. Your job is to remember 2 facts about butterflies from the video. I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, now that you know some facts about butterflies, let's get started about drawing butterflies the way they really look. And I have a diagram. We're actually going to create a diagram of a butterfly. Butterflies have some important parts. Like, for example, they are insects, so they have 3 segmented body pieces. The bottom is the abdomen. It's sort of that long hot dog shape. The middle section is the thorax. It's more squarish, and the top, of course, is the head. I like to label these parts, so I'm going to turn my book to the side, and I'm going to write abdomen. I'm going to write whoops, I hear an R, ax, A-X. And I'm going, whoop, that T's a little messy. And then, of course, I'm going to write head, H-E-A-D. Make sure that you draw the parts big enough to get the words in. If you need to pause the video and do this now, that's okay. The next part are the wings. Butterflies and moths actually have 2 sets of wings. They have the 4 wings that come out from their thorax. There's one. Whoop, accidentally crossed the line, that's okay. Trying to make it symmetrical, the same on both sides. So these are called the 4 wings. F-O-R-E. Kind of like foreground in a landscape. 4-wing. And of course, the hind wings are behind the 4 wings. So I'm going to go ahead and draw those coming out just a little bit behind and attaching. They actually will go behind the abdomen and attach to the thorax. And these are called the hind wings. H-I-N-D. Now, this could be a butterfly or a moth the way it looks right now. But the real trick is looking at the antenna. So if I have an antenna that has a little circle at the end, that's going to be a butterfly. If I have an antenna that's more teardropped or feather-shaped, like this, that's going to be a moth. So if you're out in nature and you're looking at a butterfly or moth close up, hopefully not touching it because it'll knock the scales off the wings, then you'll be able to tell the difference by looking at the antenna. Does it have a little ball? Then it's a butterfly. Does it have a feather-shaped antenna? Then it's a moth. Take a minute to sketch this into your idea book. Now would be a good time to pause the video. Great. Now that you have it drawn, you know all the parts, you're ready to design your own butterfly. One thing that we learned in the video is that there are over 100,000 different species of moths and butterflies in the world today. And there could be more, because scientists keep finding more and more of them. So what we're going to do is you get to decide whether you're going to do a moth or a butterfly, and you're going to create your very own species of butterfly. I think I will use some art inspiration for mine today. So I'm going to draw the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. And let's see, I might make my wing kind of fancy shaped like this. Can I do that? Sure. Can I make it the same on the other side? You know, I'm going to do the best I can. If it's not exactly the same, it's going to look visually similar. So let's put the hind wings on here. There they go. And this is going to be a butterfly. So I'm going to put antenna on that look like this. Now, my inspiration is going to be Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. So I think in the center, where there might be eye spots, I'm going to make the moon like in the Starry Night. Remember, it's line symmetry. Same on both sides, so I've got to draw one on each of the four wings. Then I think, oh, I know. I'll use that dark cypress bush on the bottom hind wing. And let's see, I'm looking at the Starry Night now. Oh, maybe some swirls. Oh, how about right here? And I can even put a star in there. Now let's see if I can do it again over here. Down across the top and a curly Q with a star in the middle, and I think that looks just perfect. I'm going to call this let's see, I don't want to call it the Starry Night because that's already been used. So how can I change it to make it original, to make it my very own? Let's call it the Dark Moon Butterfly. Or, yeah, I like it. The Dark Moon Butterfly. And that is the newest species of butterfly.